and I am down in Galveston at Moody Gardens, where the Women in Industries conference is taking place literally right now. So it started earlier this morning, and we'll run through 3 this afternoon. And so we're down here taking part in it, talking to people, and this is all about trying to get more women in the petrochemical industries, oil and gas, where women don't make up a big percentage and miss out on really good high-paying jobs. And the petrochemical plants and companies want to hire them. So that's why they're here, to try and introduce women to these jobs and let them know that these positions are available, and that they can have some really good high-paying positions that come along with them. So we're going to be down here doing the job fair from here, and we're going to have stories about trying to get more women in these industries later tonight on Eyewitness News. And if you're not able to make it, we'll talk about ways that you can get into the industries here to crack in and not just let men take these high-paying jobs, because there are a lot of opportunities for women. I'm now going to bring in Michelle from Workforce Solutions. I'm actually joined by Terry from Workforce Solutions at the table right here, but Michelle is not with us. She's here virtually. So let's bring her in. Hi, Michelle. How are you doing?
Doing well, Nick. So good to see you. So good to see Terry there. I hope y'all have a wonderful time at that conference. It's amazing to see all that energy. And Terry's going to show you a robot dog that somebody is demonstrating out there later today. And, you know, that's part of why this conference is happening. And historically, a lot of those jobs were brute force, which meant that they were more attractive to men. But technology is really changing that. So I'm super excited to be able to share some more information about that. And in addition to that, we've got some really good paying jobs for right now. So if you are in the job market, we have jobs for right now, and we have these great career opportunities too. So we're happy to be with you. We are so pleased that you're able to share this great information, and we're looking forward to it. So thanks.
Yo, you're very welcome. And I got to be down at the beach on a gorgeous day, so I'm not complaining about that. And I get to not wear a shirt and tie. So I was looking for a red polo though today, because the Cougs play tonight. And so I want to wear red. Yeah, I know they play tonight, but I don't know if you can see. So it's National Orange Day. So I'm wearing Syracuse socks. So
I love it.
So I've got red in spirit. Terry's dying over here. I have red in spirit, but I'm wearing orange because I'm a Syracuse grad, and today's Syracuse University's birthday. So I have to rep orange. I'm rooting for the Cougs tonight, but I'm repping the orange. All right, Michelle, let's talk about the jobs report, or not jobs report,
Yep.
the numbers, unemployment numbers that came out, because it was a really good number, despite, you know, the high gas prices and all the things that we're hearing about. The job numbers continue to trend in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So these are the numbers that came out today from the National Claims Report. And in the week ending March 19th, there were 187,000 initial claims. That's a decrease of getting close to 30,000 of a decrease from the week prior. And here's the big thing with that is that this is the lowest level of new weekly unemployment claims across the country since 1969. That is a huge marker. So it's a big sign that tells us that the economy is doing well, that even though people are losing jobs, the number of people losing jobs is a much smaller number. And even the continuing claims has gone down. So in the week ending March 12th,
what's happening?
that was about 1.3 million in continuing claims. So again, trending downward. That's really good. Here in Texas, new claims decreased by 565. So there were only 13,000 new claims. And if you break that down, remembering that Houston is about a quarter of the statewide numbers, that was about 4,000 people who lost jobs last week. But the good news is that there are so many new jobs available. So there is still movement in the labor market, but not to worry, because we are nowhere near what we were at the beginning of the pandemic. And there are plenty of new opportunities coming online every day.
And we actually have a number of those opportunities today. I know we have a number of employers that are looking to actively hire people. So let's go ahead and talk about those positions that we have.
Absolutely. So today we have with us 7 employers that have 16 job postings representing 42 job openings. And so again, we are going for quality over quantity on our weekly jobs. The employers that work with us for these weekly Who's Hiring job fairs are committed to making these connections quickly. They want to fill their positions quickly, and so they're going to handle the process quickly. That's the advantage of checking out these jobs. So if you want to find these jobs, you can go over to facebook.com/advance my career. That is the Workforce Solutions Facebook page. Click on the jobs tab. If you are on the website, head on over to wrksolutions.com/jobs now. Once you get to that page, you will see the As Seen on ABC13 column over on the right-hand side. All you have to do is click on those jobs. It will take you to the very detailed job description at mytxcareer.com. You can apply directly through the web, or again, if you prefer to be on Facebook, facebook.com/advance my career. Click on the jobs tab. Once you do that, you will see all of the positions that we are recruiting for today. And then once you see those postings, peruse those, see what interests you. And if you are interested in any of those, you click the Apply Now button. And that starts the conversation with Terry. And Terry, as you've seen, is a very real person. Terry's going to get all of your information.
Yeah, she's right here. Here she is.
There it is.
So apply, so that way Terry is busy today.
Terry likes it when she's busy. She likes to be very busy. And so when you hit that Apply Now button, it starts that conversation with Terry, because she's going to collect the contact information that you have in your Facebook profile. And we want to make sure that's correct, because when we connect you to the recruiter, that recruiter needs to be able to reach you. That recruiter wants to make sure that you are the qualified candidate for this position. And if not, that's okay. We'll find a position that you are qualified for, so that we can get you set up for an interview with the employer. So again, facebook.com/advance my career or wrksolutions.com/jobs now. And of course, always the ABC13 hotline that is open Monday through Friday from 9 until 5, 713-243-6663. And whether it's these jobs or any other job leads that you need, or even just some job search advice, that ABC13 hotline over at Workforce Solutions is there for you to help out in any way that you need.
All right, Michelle, let's go ahead and break down some of these jobs that we have here today, and I'll walk people through how to apply.
Absolutely. So if we're over on wrksolutions.com/jobs now, we head over to the right-hand side for the As Seen on ABC13 column. Just a reminder that at the top, we're still leaving that training about Baytech. So if you or anybody you know is interested, download that flyer. Next up, we are looking to place a commercial painter with Baker Paint and Wall Coverings. This is they have 5 full-time openings. These positions pay between $12 and $20 an hour. They ask that you have 3 years of experience. And this is it's commercial painting. So you're not going to be painting houses. This is industrial. You will be indoor and outdoor, but you'll need to be able to handle that equipment. It's things like the pressure washers, as well as applying the actual paint, because again, all of these big structures are exposed outside. So the paint needs to be constantly replaced and reapplied. So again, those positions pay between $12 and $20 an hour. There are 5 openings that we would like to fill. And That is most of that is on the east side of town. So again, that's the baker painting and wall coverings. Uh, we're also looking to place a social media specialist position. This can be full-time or part-time. It's with Blackman and Company Financial. They're looking to pay $15 to $18 an hour. They're looking for a relatively new career person. This is in the Central Houston area. And again, could be full time, could be part time. All they ask is that you have a high school diploma and 1 year of working experience. So reach out if that is your career interest. We again still need to fill these positions for Harris County Community Supervision. We're looking to place a counseling supervisor. We also need to place a clinical assessment specialist, a regular counselor, as well as a manager of the community supervision office. All of these positions pay quite well. They are your employer is Harris County, so that comes with some really good benefits in addition to the pay. All of these positions are located in that downtown area. For some of these, you do have to have the certifications in counseling and such, because again, you will be working with individuals who have been involved with the criminal justice system. So again, the whole point is we want to help people not be in the position where they have to commit those acts so that they can be productive and get good jobs and move on. And so if it is your passion to work with individuals and help them get right back on track, these are some opportunities for you, again, with Harris County Community Supervision. Next up is Harris Health System. This is a new job title, or a job title that's new to me. It's an EVS technician, which means that it's environmental safety. And so imagine that, again, you are in a healthcare environment and you need to make sure that everything is clean and taken care of, so that you're not worrying about contamination. This is something that all of us have learned to practice while we have been in the pandemic. So again, it's called an EVS technician. There's 2 openings. These pay between $15 and $16 an hour to start with. If you're interested in pursuing this, reach out to us. We'll get you connected. Next up is a position with architectural finishes. This is the counter sales and warehouse position for architectural finishes. For this, again, you do need to have some sales experience. It is warehouse sales. So imagine places like Granger that, for your context, pay between 15 and 16.50 an hour. There's 2 openings for this one. You do need to have a driver's license, be somewhat computer literate. They would ideally like you to be a high school graduate, but that's not necessary. We can, again, at Workforce Solutions, help you get connected and get your GED if that's what's holding you back. So again, that is counter sales with PPG architectural finishes. We also have some positions that are in the type of industries that we're talking about for this petrochem. Valoric tube alloy is looking for a CNC machinist. It's 1 opening. They do ask that you have 3 years of experience, but it can starting pay can be as much as $24 an hour. So that's a really good position if you have machining experience. Next up, we have several positions with Worley Field Services. All of these are in Baytown. Worley is one of the companies that is participating in the Women in Industry Conference. And so you will see a variety of positions here, everything from a health and safety advisor to a plant superintendent to a quality assurance inspector, all the way down to a planner and schedule. All of these positions work in the plant, and they are the kinds of jobs that you could take that are in this petrochemical industry that we're talking about today at that conference. So lots of amazing opportunities, lots of different opportunities. So if you're interested in these, please reach out to us at Workforce Solutions. We want to fill these positions quickly because, again, all of the employers are working to get themselves staffed up with all of the turnover that we've seen during the pandemic. So whether you're interested in these positions or need other positions, regardless of industry, regardless of level, reach out to us at the ABC13 hotline, which is 713-243-6663. Tell them Nick and the jobs lady sent you. They'll get you taken care of.
All right, Michelle, we are here, as you can tell behind me, the Women in Industry Conference. I can see a lot of young ladies out here. It's excellent to see them as they learn about the petrochemical industry. But what can you tell us about the industry?
Yep.
When it comes to some information and stuff that we can pass along to our viewers.
Absolutely. So I know you're a history buff, so I'm going to take that approach. And when we talk about the industry for this conference, we're really talking about the petrochem industry or petrochemicals. And really, this all started, it stems from 1901 and Spindletop. That was the big discovery of oil here in Texas, in East Texas. It was just outside of Beaumont. And so that's what started this big Texas oil boom. And oil is incredibly valuable to us because it gives us the raw materials, both that crude oil and the natural gas. But before it turns into all of the products that come from that, everything like the plastic bottles for our water, for the packaging that we get, the gasoline that fuels our cars, even the paints and the solvents, all of these have petroleum based elements to them. So it starts in the form of crude oil or the natural gas, and then has to be processed and broken up into all of these components. And that's what we're talking about in terms of the petrochemical industry. And you see all of the big plants where the raw materials come in, they're being processed and broken into those different components so that then those can be manufactured into other things. Again, some of the most common are really the plastics and rubber that are part of just about every product we come in contact through the day. So that's what petrochemical is really all about. And so you can imagine that it's big business. And part of that is the geography that ended up, because those discoveries were right here in this part of the state, then all of the processing developed near to where the source, the ground source. Additionally, you have the coast right there. So as the ships come in, maybe some of that is the oil that's coming in from the Gulf, where the rigs out in the Gulf, or maybe we're shipping product out. So history and geography had a big part in making petrochemical part of the Houston economy, and still a very valuable part of not only the Houston economy, but the global economy.
All right, so why women, though? I mean, it's called the Women in Industry. So why is there such a focus on females?
Absolutely. So diversity is good for business. It's good for business for a number of reasons. One, as big companies, it makes sense that your workforce reflects your customer base. And so since women are just about half of the population, companies want to make sure that they have good representation of women. So that's part of it. The other part of it is that you've got talents and skills that women bring to these positions that traditionally men are not as attuned to. So you'll hear women talk about how they excel in the detail work. Thirdly, it's that what we mentioned at the beginning of the show, and that is that the petrochemical industry itself has changed. Energy business has changed. Back in 1901, it was the jobs were about brute force. You had to do all of that physical labor. You were gone off at the sites for sometimes months at a time. So it really was more conducive to male workers. It didn't attract a whole lot of women. So that kind of kept with it for the next, it's almost 100 years, or just a little over 100 years. And now you have very low representation of women in these jobs. And uh, right behind you, it has the big acronym of power, which stands for pipe fitters, operators, welders, electricians, and riggers. And so these are good paying jobs with good opportunity for growth, and women make up less than 10% in most of these occupations. So, for example, women are only 1.4% of all pipe fitters in the country. Women are 12.6% of the chemical plant operators. They are only 5.9% of the welders, 1.8% of the electricians, and only 6.5% of the riggers. And again, all of these jobs pay well over $22 an hour, and they really go up from there. These are just median hourly wages, and the growth is there. These all have almost all of them, with the exception of the operators, have double-digit growth, and so that means that these are good opportunities, not only right now but into the future. Because even though we are moving away from gasoline-powered vehicles, we are never going to be without the petrochemical industry. Too much of everything that we need to live every single day is made up of plastics and all of the byproducts, all of the solvents and everything else that comes from both the crude oil and the natural gas. So these are good jobs now. They are going to be good jobs in the future. So when you're looking for stability and a long-term opportunity, this is the place to be. And again, we shouldn't leave this just exclusively to men, because women are just as capable, and sometimes even bring new energy and excitement and new ways of looking at doing the same jobs, which can lead to creativity and improvements.
And from talking to females in the industry and different experts, women also can add a more fine eye and more attention to detail than their male counterparts. So a lot of companies really like that and value that, which is another reason why they want to hire more women. Not the only one, but definitely one that is an advantage to them. Now, let me ask you, obviously, if you're not here, you're not here. So if you want to learn more about getting into the industry, is there a website? Where can you go to
Mhm.
visit and learn that?
Absolutely. So if you are interested in learning more about the petrochemical industry, whether you're a young person, female, male, whatever, regardless, petrochemworks.com. Again, it's www.petrochemworks.com, and it's Chem works.com. This is a Houston based website. It started off sponsored by the East Harris County Manufacturing Association, and created in partnership with the community colleges, Workforce Solutions, the actual employers, and a number of other organizations, all who want to help people know about the great opportunities in the petrochemical industry. So here you can go to this site and learn what the jobs are. You can search these jobs based on things like education levels. So there are opportunities for individuals with just a high school diploma. There's opportunities for people with workforce certificates and associate's degrees, then even up bachelor's degrees and master's and PhD level. So there's opportunities at all education levels. If that's not the way you want to approach it. You can even do it in terms of interest. So if you don't have any idea of where to start, there's an interest profile on there so that you can use that, and it then provides you some suggestions on which jobs you might want to check out. So again, this is petrochemworks.com. This is a Houston based website to give you all the opportunities to learn about the many jobs that are available. And again, all good paying jobs with lots of long term opportunities. So you're not going to have to worry about, is my job going to go out of existence? These are positions that are going to be around for a while. And again, even if it's not related to the gasoline part of it, so many products contain the petroleum byproducts.
Okay. Now I know we're getting to the end here,
Mhm.
so I just want to, if people are joining us again, you can. There's a few ways that you can go about applying for the jobs that we featured today. You can start at wrksolutions.com/jobs now. Let me share that screen. Here we go. And this is where you can find the jobs that we're looking to hire as seen on ABC. You can just click through there and apply. You can also go to Workforce Solutions Facebook page. And once there, you can click on the jobs tab and click apply now. I have links to all this on my social media. Just search Nick Notario ABC13 and you'll be able to find it there. Or you can call our hotline, 713-243-6663. All right, Michelle. And then I know if you have questions about petrochemical, we just showed you the website, but I know the team at Workforce Solutions can handle that as well. So please feel free to contact that hotline number. There are staff there that can put you in the right direction. There's information on their website as well, wrksolutions.com. And that way you can start your journey. And Michelle, I'm really excited. You helped us get in touch with ExxonMobil, and we were able to meet Keisha, who actually went to nursing school and left nursing school and decided to take a job at ExxonMobil. And she makes six figures, was able to pay off her student loans, has a great job to be able to provide for her family, and she loves it. She did say, though, it was a little intimidating being like one of the only females, 12 years ago. But she says it's like she works with a big family of brothers. So she loves it. That was a good way to describe it, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so we're going to have her story tonight on Eyewitness News at 6:30. I think it's 6 or 6:30. I think maybe 6:30. And then we're going to have another story down here at 4, where we're going to meet some of the women that are out here participating in this conference. So we're really excited. It's Women's History Month after all. So it's great to see some empowering stories about women and trying to get them in these jobs, because they deserve those salaries just as much as men. Right, Michelle?
Absolutely. Women can do anything that men can do, and it is Women's History Month. We do know that there still is a pay gap between female earnings and male earnings, and anything that we can do to close that gap to help people build good careers, to provide for their families, benefits all of us here in the local economy, because that increases all of the spending. And we've talked about the reciprocal jobs. So having people get into these good careers and earn good wages benefits all of us. And so we're very happy that you're there today at the Women in Industry Conference.
Well, thank you, Michelle. And look, Terry's here, so please reach out on Facebook. She'll help you out. And then next week, we are going to be in Missouri City, by the way, for ABC 13 Plus. So we're excited to be in Missouri City. We're actually going to do our job fair together, the whole team. That's the plan, at least. So we're excited about that. Michelle, you have a great day. And I'm going to go hang out in this conference, and because I got some really cool technology. So I'm geeking out over that. So I'm going to go check that out and talk to some of the attendees here. I know you're kind of jealous. You like Galveston as it is. You would like the stuff in that room.
I know. Terry is going to show you the robot dog.
Oh, I know.
And then make sure that if you don't get lunch at the conference, you have to go by Maceo's and get a muffaletta, because
I've had them before and they're delicious. Yes, I agree. Yep. I agree. All right, everyone. Take care. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye, everybody.